Hey, what's up everyone? Jonathan the Geek here. Welcome to It's Good to Be Geek, and this is yet another live build. I'm sorry, this isn't It's Good to Be Geek. This is actually youtube.com/Johnny the Geek. Anyways, live build. If you want to check out the parts list, link is in the description. If you want to check out the list of parts, that's also in the description. And so with that said, I've already eaten up enough time already. Where am I at? I'm at 35 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this live build 20-minute challenge. And so, let's change to that view there. This is actually my second attempt, because the first attempt failed miserably, and it wasn't even the part's fault of not booting up, but you know, something along the lines. I didn't plug in something properly, and it didn't start up. So here is my second attempt, and what I'm trying to do here, in case you didn't know or figure out, I'm going to try to build this computer in 20 minutes, right? The whole thing, the whole shebang. So let's go ahead and get the CPU cooler on now. RAM and CPU is installed. And earlier today I tested out the parts to make sure that all the parts work and it will boot up in post, just so that I can't blame it on something like the parts or anything. So if it doesn't boot up, that's all me. Alright, so motherboard, set that aside. Let's get the case going here. Change the camera angle. That's good enough. Right. And for those of you who might just be joining, I'll have a little bit of discussion. Excuse me if I don't seem to focus on chat windows here. Oh, that's right. Where's my chat window? She is... pop out chat. Sorry. Eating up some valuable time here. Dang it. Okay. And there we go. All right. Chat is in the window. Let's see. This there. Power supply. Oop. Let's change this. Get that going. Now that I can see the chat. Hey, what's up, Mario? From Portugal. Thanks for joining. How am I on time here? 4 minutes. Good God, already 4 minutes have gone by. And I'm over here fiddling with the stupid chat window. So yeah, as you can see here, trying to build this thing quick with the quickness. There's that. Power supply is in place. Back to this camera view here. Let's get the motherboard. Oh, forgot the I/O shield. Oh, if you want to see the specs, should be in the description down below. I also made a video of unboxing all of the parts last night. Links to that video is also in the description, but the list, the part list, is in the description as well, so you can definitely check that out. Where is my my magnetic screwdriver? I want to try my electric screwdriver. Okay. This is a at first I called it a budget Intel Z87 build, but it's not really, on account of I got an SSD in here and pretty much one of everything. I just wanted to be able to show a complete build, so to speak. And so I'm hoping that other people do a speed build sort of thing. System fan. Let's plug it into there. Right, and then that's pretty much it. So I can do the GPU here. Although I should do the hardest part. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the GPU last. And I am going to do the front panel connectors. This mess right here. I apologize if I'm not too involved with the chat. Where am I at? 7 minutes have gone by. 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I have 13 minutes left to build this computer. Power. I think that's it. Have to look at the manual. I'm only going to do USB, audio. I don't have a 13. I don't have a FireWire cable for that. So blah 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 blah. Let's go with the hard drive now. Love this. Oh shit! Did I just break it? Oh, okay. Thought I broke the bracket. Okay. One of these. Okay. Oh. All right. Here we go. Oh. Right. Where am I at here? Oh, coming up on 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So for 20 minute, so like I'm trying to get this, trying to make this a thing, right? Where other people do. Do you think, what do you guys think of having one of everything, so to speak? One SSD, one regular hard drive, you know, one graphics card, a couple of RAM chips, and an optical drive? Because see, like, not every system would have every single one of those things. Oops, what did I lose? I lost a screw! Hope that rolled off of the table or something. Hope it didn't come out of the, oh yeah. I need a SATA. Whoop. Oh, optical drive. Durr. Okay, optical drive. Enzo. And that is in. All right, that looks ugly. I'm not worried about cable management right now. This, plug this into here. Optical drive is in. Now, SATA drive. SATA drive. 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Come on, you. Okay. Oh, USB 3.0 header. Since it's here, let's go ahead and install that anyways. And now the GPU. Okay, that is in. Where am I at here? 12 minutes. And if you want to count that animation in intro, I would say I'm at like 12 and a half minutes, maybe. Don't really know what format I should make a live build, so to speak, or rules or challenges. Just kind of winging it. Glad to hear anyone's suggestions for it. All right, I think that's it. Should be it. Ish, right? I have a monitor over here. So what's my time at? Where am I at here? 13 minutes ish, right? Built, but let's see if it boots. Sorry guys. Should have planned this out a little better. Okay. Where am I at here? All right. And now the moment of truth. And now the moment. Oh, gotta flip the power switch. Hey, we got it started. I'm at 15 minutes. Oh yeah, cable management is, I could spend like 2-3 hours. Oh, sorry, let me, yay, we have a post. Let me restart this just so that we could see the boot screen here. Right, so we can see the BIOS logo. And there we have it. Woo! Mission accomplished. 20-minute build, successful. I would say technically 15 minutes it took me to build this thing. I guess with all this extra time, I should probably plug in the rest of the front panel connectors, right, which is right down here, if any of you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Enhance. Oh shit. Right there. Okay, so here we have power LED is underneath the power switch. Hard drive is across from that, and the reset is across from the power switch. So reset. What did I just say? Hard drive. No, power LED. Let's do that first. Power LED is here and here. Oh. Here and here. Ugh. Here and here. I swear, it could take like 20 minutes just to install these stupid... God, when are they gonna just... Motherboards and cases, just make a single plug, like standardize the plug and just one plug, just like you do with the USB and the audio. Just make it all, every case, just make it. And like if you, I understand that some cases don't have reset switches from the power switch. I understand that some cases don't have a reset switch. Okay, you gotta leave that out. But just make the standardized plug. Make the standardized plug, and don't, you know, if your case doesn't have a reset switch, okay, just leave those cables empty or something, or just don't plug in cables. Just make this part right here, this little plastic thing right here, right? Just have it missing a reset switch or whatever. Good gosh. Instead of having us make us go through all that business. Anyways, case fans. Oh, that's right. I should do the case fans. Where am I at here? 18 minutes. Luckily, case fans is a matter of a Molex connector. Oh shoot, I gotta zoom out. Zoom out. Molex connector, and then this one. Let's start this up. Oh hey, my case fans has lights on it. I did not remember that. I think in my build video, I talked about, or not the build video, the parts list unboxing. I think I said that the fans don't have lights in them, but they do, apparently. And still got a boot screen. The hard drive has nothing. Hard drives have nothing in it. But nonetheless, that's pretty much it. An easy connector. Do they sell those? Yeah, but the other end of the easy connector, how does that work? Does it have like, how would it know every single motherboard? Or you saying that a specific motherboard has a specific easy connector to connect everything to? I've seen those connectors. Some motherboards come with the connector all labeled and everything, and you just plug your front panels to that connector, and then you just drop it into the motherboard where everything lines up. Yeah, the lights are pretty bright. Aaron, yeah, the lights are pretty bright. It's just I have really bright lights going on in this room right now. But yeah, if everything was turned off and closed up, let me see here. Let's go ahead and close this thing up. There's a used case, by the way. It used to be my own personal case right here. And I'm just going to, nobody be alarmed. Just gonna kill the lights. Okay, so maybe I should have killed the lights to the rest of my apartment as well, because you can still kind of the other lights out here aren't letting the case lights shine through, but when it's dark you could see stuff. But that's pretty much the build there, and we've hit the 20-minute mark, so I think I did okay. I probably could have done better cable management, but that's gonna have to be for another day. So what brand fans are these 200mm fans? These came with the 600T case, which is quite amazing, right? This case also, you saw the panel window there. You can remove the window, the plastic window, and put a mesh, and the mesh has 4 additional spots for 420mm fans, right? This is the Corsair 600T. They actually still sell this, surprisingly. I saw Fry's the other day selling it for like 130 bucks. Kind of expensive, and for $130, a lot of other different choices out there. In my parts list unboxing video, I talk about like why I stopped using this case, specifically for an all-in-one water cooling unit. Didn't want to work well in this case here, in this configurations. Yeah, it's not bright. Then again, you know, it's an old case. This thing's like 2 years old. This case anyways, this specific case. Yeah, the LEDs probably aren't really dimmed or anything like that, but it is pretty bright in here, and it is better than like no lights, although before I did have additional lighting effects in here, and it's white. So, and the front panel or the side panel window isn't tinted, which is nice. Like a lot of cases now, side panel windows, they come tinted, and for that you'll need like a lot of lights to be able to see your components. For the most part, that's pretty much it. Aesthetically, it looks decent, right? I mean, once I clear up the cables and all this nasty looking, I don't know what they call this 1990s type of looking power supply cables here. Aside from that, and aside from this red graphics card, this white, black, and blue theme is pretty decent, right? I would get a different card other than this though, but a lot of this stuff is like, most of it's new actually. I mean, this graphics card, it's old, yeah, but it's actually new, never been used. I've had it in the box, got a good deal on it, 80 bucks. So I just kept it, you know, it would go all around in different builds. You've probably seen them in different videos that I've had, and I had 2 of them, right? I got rid of one of them in a previous sell that I did, and everything's new. The CPU is new, the motherboard is new, the power supply is new, hard drive and SSD not new, although not new in the sense that it's been used like on a regular daily basis, but mainly just for like doing a build video kind of use, installing an operating system on there, testing the system, that kind of a used, right? So both the SSD and the hard drive here. Optical drive is new, and that's pretty much it. This is the 20-minute. I'm going to, you know, work on it some more probably after this stream with better cable management, and I'll post a picture of what it'll look like after the cable management type stuff. So if you're interested, it'll most likely be on my Instagram, which is instagram.com/JohnnyTheGeek. Don't need to follow, but you could pretty much, it's an open account that you can view on the web browser if you want, just to check out the pictures of the tech stuff that I do or whatever. If you don't have Instagram, or you're not into that whole thing, to see pictures of this system on there after I'm done with it. And then this week I'll be installing Windows on there, Windows 10 preferably, and then benchmarking it, or not benchmarking it, but like doing a burn-in test. And let's see. Yeah, McDonald's themed PSU cables. Cool. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask while I'm on here. Probably going to be on here for like another minute or two. What else could I say about this case? Let me just throw on the side panel window. And the rear side panel window. Let's see how well this closes. Look at that. What a mess. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. This is a Firewire, which I don't think I have. So I'll show you guys the top here. This is a fan controller that I just plugged in that Molex to. Here is a USB 3.0 port, Firewire, 4 USB 2.0 ports, microphone, headphone, reset button. Let me see if, yep, reset button works because I just saw the screen reset. And then this is the top that pops off here. There was no included like filter. I guess you can, I don't know if you can count this as a filter, but there's no like foam filter thing here. Dryer sheets would probably work though, which is pretty good. Anyways, this can accept a two 120 millimeter fan here, or one 200 millimeter fan. That's about it. AMD A8-7600 for gaming. Let's see, the A8-7600, that's a that's a FM2 Plus, I believe. In my previous live build video, I had a FM3, FM2, wait, are they out? FM, I forgot, FM2 Plus or FM3 or whatever, one of those, FM2 Plus I think. And I use an 860K, which is the same as those APUs, except it doesn't have the graphics card in it, or it's disabled. Discrete graphics is disabled in it, because I went with adding a discrete graphics card, right? So you save a little bit of money, like 20-30 bucks I think, from an APU, but you just get straight up CPU cores, and then you add in your own discrete. But if you don't have money for the discrete graphics card, and you think you're going to be fine with the graphics that's built into that 7600, then sure, go for it. One thing I'll add though is that if you get memory, when you get your RAM, to get fast memory, at least 1866 or 2133, because that graphics that's built into the CPU is going to really utilize that RAM speed. So the speed of the graphics chip inside there is sort of dependent on your RAM speed. So the faster that, just do some research on, like, having faster memory with those APUs. And GT 732 gigabyte. Well, you're gonna have to use one or the other, right? If you get that A8, like I said, if you want to use that 730, I don't really know what the different, or how good the 730 is compared to the graphics that's built into the A8 or the 7600 there. You'll have to look up the specs on both of them and compare the two, which one you're gonna end up going with, which one's the best. But I know that the AMD APUs, like that 7600, hopefully I'm right on this. If anybody else out there, if you know that I'm wrong about if I'm thinking, because I'm thinking A8 and A10, those are the 8000 series. Those are the APUs with the built-in graphics card in them. Anyways, you can add a AMD graphics card and run it in a dual graphics. They call it dual GPU. And so it will use your graphics card and combine it with the power that's built into that chip, that APU. So you can have more graphics processing power. It's not like super amazing. GTA 5, if you're like maybe gonna run it at, I would say 720p, 1080p medium settings, or 720p, or anything lower, a little bit lower than R9 270X. That's gonna be good for 1080p anyways. But yeah, if you're doing a lower resolution or medium settings, then that 7600 and or your 732 gig might get you by, right? But an R9 270X, which is like you can get for about $150 ish right now. If you look around on eBay, you might be able to get it for $100. I got a 960. Yeah, a 960. No, what is it? No, a 760. I'm sorry. I bought a 760 on eBay for $100, right? And it's working pretty good. I don't know. It's actually right over there. It's going to be an upcoming build video. So, which leads me to say that be sure to stay tuned for more build videos. I'll do some live. I'll do some, nice edited ones. I've got about 4 computers over there, sitting over there on that shelf that I'll be building over the holidays. And so be sure to tune in for that. This video has gone on long enough at 32 minutes. I'll see if I can stick around. I'm not sure if the chat still works after I hit stop streaming. But I'll stick around in the chat for a little bit if anybody wants to hang out and chat a little bit with the text, with the typing. Do I own a Skylake CPU? No, I don't. That's going to be after I build those 5 over there, because all those 5s are all Z87 stuff. After I build all those, and the past couple of ones that you saw, the AMD build and the live build video in this channel, after I build all of them and get rid of them, meaning I sell them, that's when I will start buying the Skylake stuff. And tell me what you guys think. Like a lot of people out there do a lot of high-end, expensive Skylake stuff, right? Like the top tier stuff, right? And there's actually a lot of budget parts in the Skylakes. There's budget chipset, budget CPUs, and all that. I tend to want to do the cheaper stuff, right? But tell me what you guys think. Let me know if you want to see like really, if I do really expensive ones, I won't be able to get a variety. I'm only gonna have enough funds for like one really expensive one or 5 budget friendly ones, right? And I usually like to do the budget friendly ones. That's just me. I don't know, mainly also because there's not a lot of people out there who do the budget videos anyways. Let's see. Cheapest Skylake is i5-6400K. Not necessarily. I think there are cheaper ones than that, non-K ones anyways. I'm not sure by how much cheaper, but I do know that there are some SKUs that are non-K, and thus usually I think there are Core i3s Skylake processors out there. Yep, lock Skylake, and that's kind of also what I wanted to wait for. Some motherboard manufacturers such as ASRock is going to be releasing updates to BIOSes or putting out some magic stuff for their motherboards to be able to unlock non-K Skylake CPUs so that you can overclock it, which is pretty darn amazing, right? Yeah, I might try to. I think I'm going to just stick to the quad cores in this next round of builds. So, for example, most of my builds, as you see in this one, is like a dual core. It's a G3258, which is cool. A lot of my other budget builds have been dual core G3258 for like overclocking and whatnot. So definitely in the next year, in the 2016 year, once I start making like Skylake videos, that I do quad core, like minimum quad core type of stuff, right? i7 4770K. Oh, the 4770K, that's gonna last a while, cause I mean, compared to the Skylake processors, Skylake's is like more power efficient. Both, I don't think there's a whole lot of headroom in both for overclocking, right? For the 4770, yeah, the 4770 wasn't really a great overclocker. I think the 4790 was what was supposed to be the better overclocker, so to speak. But I mean, people are still gaming today on the 920s, and that's 2 generations older, and Skylake is just 1 generation after the 4790, 4000 series. Sorry, the 920 is at least 2 now 2 generation. No. Oh my god. The 920 is 2000, 3000, 4000, 60, 6000, 4 generations. Yeah, the 920s are the 4 generations old. And if you look at Linus Tech Tips videos, he used like some old like server type of motherboard, which by the way, I am also going to try to do. I'm trying to build myself a editing rig, 24 core editing rig that's under $600. Yes, 24 core editing rig. If you look at my Instagram post, I posted one photos about some of the parts that I got in there, and today I just actually won a few bids on eBay for some of those parts. And 16 gigs of RAM for gaming, not necessarily. There's a really cool article on Extreme Tech that says that you can get away with 4 gigs of RAM for gaming, right? They compared 4 and 8 gigs, and there wasn't that much of a difference, right? But 8 gigs is pretty much good enough even for gaming, right? But when you want to get into multimedia content producing stuff, that's when you want to get more memory. Let's see here. I don't really have a good pretty angle of anything anymore. Oops. I guess it depends on what else you got running on your system and what operating system maybe. Are you running a 64-bit operating system, George? What was your question? Did I answer it? Zen 2013? I don't see where you asked anything. Oh, how long will it last for gaming? Oh, yeah. Yeah, at least for the next 4 generations. Or maybe at least 2 generations. Let's not get crazy here. At least 2 generations that come out after Skylake, right? So a total of 3 after the 4770. And what are the specs of my main PCs? You know what? I'm in the process of upgrading. I'm actually going to move to the X99 chipset. Got most of the parts in. I'm upgrading my existing X79 chipset. So when I'm stay tuned for that video. I'll have a video talking about all the parts, what everything cost me. But I'll tell you this right now. It is going to be X99 ASRock motherboard, 5820 CPU, which is the lowest end X99 CPU, right? And I'll explain what my rationale is on that. 32 gigs of DDR4 memory and 2 Zotac 970s. And if I were to count everything, right, total everything up, both my reusing parts, like the cooler, the case, and other stuff, hard drives or whatever, if I were to count everything up, it would be about $1,600 for my main build, which is pretty darn good for an X99 system, right, for video editing and whatever. $1,600. That's not bad at all, right? In my opinion, with all-in-one water cooling, you could definitely get it down to even cheaper, and I would talk about that if you skimped on a few things, right? Like not get to 970s. You could save yourself a good $250 off of that $1,600. So under $1,500, you could have a pretty good system. X99 anyways. All right. Did I succeed? Yes, I did, Bobby. And it was great. Let's see. 8-core gaming machine for 150. Yeah, I think so. Oh, he did it for 150? Damn. I'm doing 24 cores. And it's I got it to like 570. I thought he did like a $500 8-core gaming machine. I didn't know he did it for 150. That's pretty darn good. Well, my 24 core was 200. No. Yeah, 180 actually. For the motherboard and the CPUs. The motherboard alone, it would have been an 8-core. That was $75. It was I got a quad socket motherboard, and it had dual core AMD processors, 4 of them in it, so that's 8 cores, all for $75, right? But then I bought 4 6-core processors for $100 or $106, so $185-ish for motherboard and CPUs. But then a bunch of other stuff in my Instagram post, I talked about that. All the parts there. Let's see. How about a Z170? Can't wait for the vids. Dang, 2200. Definitely, like, if you can comment down below all the parts list, or leave a link to a PC part picker or something like that. It'd be interesting to see what's in that $2,200 new build, Danny. Anyways, yeah, I said I was gonna end this video like 10 minutes ago. I appreciate all you guys joining me in this live stream. Like I said, definitely going to be more. I'm going to end the live stream now. This thing was a success. If you can, like, maybe tweet or share, maybe not this video, but like tweet out to all the other big name tech YouTubers. I doubt I've already tried to tweet myself. I doubt they're gonna listen to me, but maybe if a few other people would, challenge those other guys to build a system in 20 minutes or less, right? And sort of like kind of make this a thing, right, with those guys. I'd like to definitely see that happen. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.